dancing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. Talk to me, just talk to me. Talk to me, 'cause I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Just watch me.
I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait to see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me.
Give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me.
Last night we had something. Tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. Talk to me, just talk to me. Talk to me, 'cause I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart.
Just watch me. Just watch me.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
What's up, guys? That was kind of a false start. Hope you guys are having a good night. I'm having a great night. Let me know what you think about the setup in the background. Eventually that back wall will actually be presentable and I won't have to have the curtain behind me. But this is just something to where I can use this half of my office for one thing and that half of my office for another thing. Let me know if you can hear me. It looks like you can. My microphone's off mute. Let me know if I'm too loud or too quiet. It's hard to know what my volume level is compared to the music you just heard, so everybody probably turn their resolution you guys are watching me in. It says that I'm in 720 on my computer, but I don't know if that's because I'm also pushing a stream, that's what it is. And I hear a weird echo, so let me try this. Check. I think it went away. So yeah, let me know if it's glitchy. I'm just kind of curious if I need to go back to StreamYard or not. I like the versatility that Streamlabs gives me. Nacho says I sound lower than the music, but good. So, let me see. If I do this, check. Oh, no. Check. What about now? Is that too loud? Is it peaking? Is it fuzzy? Okay, Steven Drones is watching me in 720. I might be a little weird tonight, guys. The test footage that I was out doing after work but before the show kind of ran a little bit long. So, but yeah, I got a new toy. And it's right there. I got the 1-inch edition. So, super excited about that. And as you can see, I got sunburnt. My skin's all burnt from the sun. My hair's a little blonder, which I like, but my skin is a little redder, which I don't like. So, anyway, that's enough about me. How are y'all doing? Are y'all having a good night? I'm having a good day. I feel like I'm going to need to pop a little bit of extra caffeine tonight, so see how good this microphone is. Can y'all hear the bubbles? Tonight's episode is brought to you by Coke Zero and some Special Dark Arabica coffee. So we are going to get caffeined up so I don't bore you guys tonight. But, so what I've gotten so far from the Insta360 One R, and when it comes up to about 7 o'clock is when we're going to really hit the ball rolling. But we're going to hit the ball nacho rolling. So I have the Twin Edition, which comes with the 360 camera, and it comes with a 4K camera. And you saw this week that I did a 4K test. I actually did that test back in February, but since I've been in quarantine, I've been going back to the archives and finishing videos that I recorded months ago. But I got the 1-inch edition last week, and I thought it was going to feel just like the other two mods, but the 1-inch edition is actually very premium. It's very nice. There's one thing I don't like about it, but I'm going to deal with it. And I got notification this morning that DHL has my aerial edition. So, and I saw that they added an extra battery pack for my troubles. So I ordered that on January 7th, and it is now, I won't get it till after May 7th. So several months. Pandemic just kind of froze China for a little while, so they couldn't manufacture anything. So GoPro is behind. Actually surprised DJI released something in the middle of a pandemic. And but the DJI Mavic Air 2 might have come out right after the pandemic, so they still might meet their manufacturing goals. But who's in the chat? We got Nunley. Nunley talked about Taco Tuesday at the very beginning. I had Pizza Tuesday. We ordered pizza from Papa John's, and I always eat too much of that. So my belly is full, and I'm going to try to get through this entire live stream without having to go refresh myself. So, I don't know. Refresh myself. Where did that come from? I don't know where that came from. But, so check this out. So I've got, there, it's on that side. So I've got like the red from my logo up in that corner. And then I also have red lights in that corner. Did you notice the tiny little details? And then I've got blue over there. Blue over there. So, it's kind of cool. Just playing things, just spitballing. Trying to get better every week at doing this. So we've got 3 viewers. We have a whole bunch of people watching. That's okay. I have a lot of people show up at like 7:45 is when it starts to get really rolling, and then for me, it's like I'm about spent, you know? So, Nacho had Chinese. He said, congratulations on my 1-inch. I know what he's talking about. Little pervert. But, yeah, Chinese is good. Did you, or is it like a local Chinese, or is it like we love Panda Express. They have this, what is it? I don't even remember what it's called. It's something shrimp. I think it's coconut shrimp with candied almonds, or no, candied pecans in it. And it's like an extra $1 for that meat, and it's so good. I also like sweet and sour pork a lot. A lot. And some so it's your local place, Nacho? That's cool. We've got a couple little local places, but it seems like all the local places cook everything exactly the same. Like they've got Chinese food down to a science. I like local places. Most local places around here have their own like recipes and stuff. All the Chinese places I go to, I feel like they're all owned by the same dude. Stephen Jones has a little shake and bake. That reminds me of Ricky Bobby. What was the name of that movie? It was a Will Ferrell movie about Ricky Bobby. He likes to drive fast. And him and his team were shake and bake. So every time I hear shake and bake now, I think of that. What did you guys... If any of you saw the intro video, like the teaser that I put up about an hour ago, what did you think of that footage? I will have to say it rendered a lot. It took a lot longer to render than I thought it would. It was like 2 minutes of footage, and it probably took 20 minutes to render. And then I didn't even have time to like put an intro and an outro on it. I just kind of threw it on YouTube to get it up there in time. But I used Color Plus, and I noticed in the thumbnail, like the automatic thumbnail, it really looked like HDR. Especially with the kind of the storm clouds in that video. But we've literally had a tornado 2 nights ago, and then we had another storm last night, and it's crazy windy today. Like when you guys see the test footage from the video from the Insta360 One R X, the Insta360 One R 1-inch edition. That's so hard to say. I wish they would have named that a little bit better. Insta360 One R 1-inch edition. but it was really cool. But it was super windy. But hopefully we'll be able to see the detail of, you know, how it renders motion. The 1-inch edition only records 30 frames per second at 5.3K, which is kind of a weird number. But so I have a 5K iMac, and I watched that footage back. It looked amazing. So I'm excited to get it out for you guys. I'm interested to see. I just uploaded the render file, and I just uploaded it straight to YouTube. So I'll be interested to see if that ever makes it up to 5K or if they cap it off at 4K. I love Coke Zero. So yeah. In other news, since we'll do the pre-show a little bit longer, I am getting the iFlight Bumblebee Cinewoop. So they said it shipped, but then they said they stopped shipping because of the May holiday in China. And it's like, I looked at the dates of the May holiday, and it's the 1st through the 5th. So I might not really get any information until tomorrow about whether that's shipped or not. But, yeah. I do that a lot when I pause. I say, but, yeah. I had an interesting comment this week on my drone video. It was on the video where I just got the DJI Mavic Pro again, and I was flying it, and I was just testing it and hadn't upgraded it or any of that kind of stuff. I was just kind of demonstrating to you guys what it looks like when you buy something used and it's not updated, and whether you can still fly it and all that kind of stuff. And some guy got on there commenting about the guy doesn't calibrate, which I did calibrate, and I said that in the video. But he was like, doesn't calibrate, automatic camera settings all the way, all this kind of stuff. And he's like, that's the guy we wanted to teach us how to fly a drone. And I was like, so I went to his channel, and he had, I think, 2 subscribers and 1 video. And I was like, if you're going to be like that, you need to have something to stand on. Why are you going to talk to me like that? It drives me nuts when people just get on and just try to bully and make fun of someone, and they have no clue. They don't understand the hours that I've put into this channel for years. And anyway, I am excited to get videos out about the 1-inch edition. I thought there were going to be all these videos out and I was just going to lose out, but really the only people that put videos out were the ones that were given pre-release copies. So hopefully we'll be able to get some videos out. So Nacho's been out for a while. How are you doing, Nacho? Are you back among the living, or are you still dealing with pneumonia, right? Let us know how you're doing, because we've been wondering. I mention you every week, hoping you'll come back. So it's almost 7 o'clock. So we'll definitely get this ball rolling at 7 o'clock. I didn't really have time to get everything set up, so I apologize about that. I am going to go ahead and get things rolling. I'm super excited about my aerial edition. All right, you ready to do this? Let's see if we can. Hopefully this will be the right screen. Oh yeah, it worked. I didn't even test it tonight, but it's working. All right, so oh good. So Nacho's better and getting ready to travel. He's excited. He has money set aside just in case. Sweet. It's awesome, Nacho. So glad to hear you're getting better. So yeah. So let's get into, we're going to run through the website a little bit, and then I'll actually show you the actual items. So yeah, so I've already done an unboxing of the Twin Edition. I got that back in February, but I think we can do a little refresher. It's got the dual lens 360, and then it has a 4K wide angle, so you can see. What I love about the Insta360 One R is that it's modular, and I wish my mouse did not have a back button on it. So, yeah. So here are all the specs. So in the 360 mode, it's 5.7K. In the 4K mode, it's wide angle. It has flow state stabilization, which I showed you guys what flow state. Sorry, I got sidetracked by Nacho's comment. I hate to send it to Insta. Yeah, I really love their cameras. I love them. So, flow state stabilization. I showed you earlier this week the stabilization, but the stabilization was from February, and there's been a firmware update. So I might do a re-render of the same footage with the new update and see if that changed anything. So that might be a fun little test video. Waterproof to 5 meters. Now everything is waterproof to 5 meters. I don't know about the 1-inch edition, but the aerial edition that I'm getting, the 360 camera splits in two, and that one is not waterproof. So there's that. But I'll be able to put one lens on top of my drone and one lens on the bottom of my drone, and I won't have to worry about any post process to get a 360 aerial video. So that's what I'm super excited about. Invisible selfie stick, they've had that forever. Auto frame, which is cool, which is new. Hyperlapse, point to track. There's a really cool tracking in it now. So in post you can track something. So I'm really excited about that. Voice control, slow motion, HDR photo and video, and night shot. I tried a whoa, I almost did a Freudian slip. I tried a night shot back in February of the sky, and I think there were a couple planets in it and the moon. I was really amazed at everything that it picked up in the sky, especially since I was standing pretty close to a street light. So very cool. Got a lot of great reviews, so that's good. So 5.7K 360 or 4K wide, 2 ways to shoot. That's me being like Iron Man. I'm just kidding. It makes me jealous whenever I see all these amazing shots that they took with this camera, and then me, it's like, I'm gonna get on my bike and I'm gonna go drive through the apartment complex, and this guy's like doing the Superman on a dirt bike. So this is with the dual lens 360 camera, and then this is the 4K wide angle. They don't look much different, to be honest. So this is a video showing you the details of a 5.7K 360 and Super 5.7K. I haven't even tried Super 5.7K yet, but we're going to try that out. Here's the stabilization test. This is without stabilization, and this is with stabilization. It's pretty cool. You can put it on a selfie stick and act like you have a drone looking at you. But there's always going to be someone holding their stick like this. So it's not as good as a drone, but it's pretty awesome footage, I think. Bullet time 2.0. I've never been a fan of the bullet time. I think it's really cool, but the resolution's been really low. So I haven't even tried the bullet time on my new camera. So we'll try that out. This is the follow cam. I think this is awesome. So this one guy is skating with a 360 camera, and it's just tracking this guy the whole time. And so since it's a 360 camera, it's going around. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I just messed it up. This is deep track. It'll track something even if it goes like behind something. And this is point to track. So it tracks whatever you point it at, which is pretty cool. These are the cool little effects that I haven't tried yet. Check this one out. This is stop motion. So basically what it does is it figures out where your feet are, your legs are, your arms are, and your head, and then it just stays there. This is a jump planet. Those are all kind of fun. These are shots that we spent a lot of time doing in the past, and now they just do them automatic, which is pretty cool. Here's slow-mo and stabilized hyperlapse. This is a hyperlapse from a drone, which I can't wait to do in a couple weeks. I'm really excited about this, guys. I don't know if you guys are as excited as I am. What's up, RL Photography? Welcome to the chat. Sorry I didn't notice you. I was in Insta360 La La Land. But I am super excited about this. Now, I'm not going to fly it at nighttime, and I'm not going to fly it through city. Both of those things are things that I wouldn't do. But very impressed with this footage. I also like this. This is from a 360 camera, and I've done this before, but from one video, you can grab several different parts. And I think this is done with the tracking shot. See what it tracks? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't played enough with it. Oh, what's up, Ron? Pause because I'm old. I'll actually be 44 on Saturday. Saturday's my birthday, so I'm getting up there, and my mind's not as sharp as a tack anymore. But I have so much fun chatting with you guys that I'm not going to stop this anytime soon. More living, less editing. So they have an auto edit feature in here. So I might try to play around with the auto edit just to see what it does. It's got flash cut, auto analyzing, no stitching, no waiting, just start your edit. This is talking about the plugin that's in Premiere. So if you have Adobe Premiere, you can bring the INSV files straight into Premiere. If you don't have Premiere, well, I have Premiere, but I never use Premiere. I use Final Cut Pro on the Mac, and there is a little bit of, you have to render it in Insta360 Studio before you bring it into Final Cut Pro. But there are so many different options there's the ultra wide or the super wide, then there's wide, and then there's narrow and linear. And you can pick those before you render, and you can just render the clips that you want instead of rendering the entire video. And so in the long run it helps, but there is an extra step that's a little frustrating sometimes. This is the HDR capture. And I feel like this was the Color Plus that I used today. This is the night shot. This is done with the Twin Edition. Yeah, Ron, I'm loving the Insta360 One R. I really think it's the way to go. Whenever it, like, if you like 360 and you like action cameras, and you just want a versatile camera, I think the Insta360 One R is a great investment for anybody that wants to do a lot of different things. I ended up buying the Aerial Edition and the Twin Edition, and then I got a 1-inch mod. So I basically have when my Aerial Edition gets here, I'll have every lens, I'll have multiple battery packs, and I'll have 2 brains. So I'll be able to do multiple things at one time. So I'm just loving it. I love the idea. Insta360 has been one of those companies that I have been behind since the beginning. I didn't like, well, I take that back. I thought they were lame. Insta360 was lame whenever the only consumer cameras they had attached to your smartphone, which is, in one way, it's kind of brilliant that they didn't have to build all of the technology. They could just focus on the camera part, and the phone did the rest. But I don't know, it's just kind of weird holding your phone, in my opinion. But the Insta360 One is the first 360 camera that I really got behind, and I loved that. I put that on my DJI Mavic Pro, and I think I tried to put it on a DJI Spark, and that failed. And I put it on a Phantom, and it fell out of the sky. And then I put it on a Nacho, and then he brought it back. And so I'm just kidding. I didn't put it on a Nacho. He put it on himself. But yeah. So when the one came out, it had decent stabilization, but it wasn't as good as the Rilo at the time, the Rilo 360. And then the Insta360 One X came out, and stabilization was ridiculously good. And I don't know if I brought it back from vacation, because I haven't found it since we went on that vacation. I'm afraid I left it at church. But anyway, I love the One R, and I really love the modular capabilities of it. I love my Unique Typhoon H because I can pull the camera off of it and put other cameras on it. So I love modular design. I'm a software developer, and the idea of style sheets for web pages and building components as opposed to building the entire page like we used to, 61R. I really do love it. What's up, Lisa? Hope you're having a good night, Lisa. So, see the stars. This is the night sky sweeping time lapse. I haven't done one of those yet, but I'm kind of excited to do one of those. Crank up the color. This is the Color Plus that I use today. I think it's very brilliant looking here. I obviously don't look as good as a Chinese woman in her element, but I thought it turned out pretty good. My favorite part of 360 video is that you can video from any angle because you're recording everything. There's been times when I've missed video opportunities of my kids because I wasn't pointing the camera in the right direction at the time. Or I've got two kids and I can't record both of them at the same time. With Insta360 or with 360 video, I can. I can record one scene and then in post I can look in multiple directions. I could pull out really good video from all angles. That's kind of why I'm excited about the Insta360 One R Aerial Edition, because I can put it on my drone and I can fly my drone, and then in post I can point it in different directions so I can see what I'm flying towards, and then I can get a back behind the scenes shot of what I just flew from. Then I can point the camera down and look at that. I can point the camera up and check the sky out. So if a bird flies by me, I can actually look over at the bird and then watch the bird go by my drone. You know, little things like that that you couldn't do with a drone that just has a camera pointed forward. Okay? So I'm really excited about that. And it's got a really nice screen on it. This is the first Insta360 consumer camera that has a screen on it. So, and it's waterproof. So there's that. Everything else so far from Insta360 has had to be in a case to go underwater, whereas this one is underwater out the box. And it's rough and ready. So they took on GoPro pretty hard with this this design. Steven Drones wants me to talk about the H. This is the GoPro, the GPS Smart Remote. You can use the GPS Smart Remote from Insta360 to add telemetry. So you can get GPS location, you can build maps out. This camera is also, you can control it with your Apple Watch, which is awesome. Because we've never really had a remote control before. We've been able to use our phones, but being able to just hit record on the watch is awesome. It also has voice control. Uh-oh. 7:15, I'm already yawning, guys. That's not good. But it's got voice control. You can say things like take a photo or start a recording. So that's awesome. I've never really used voice control. I think hand gestures and voice control are sometimes kind of weird. Especially like hand gestures when you're like, stick your hand up and you do something like that. And there's one time, I think it was the GoPro Hero 6, when voice gestures or when voice control came out with the GoPros, and I was like, smile, smile, and I was like yelling at my camera, and it wouldn't take a picture of me. So, premium audio. You can use your AirPods. I haven't tried my Power Beats Pro. They're like AirPods. Fishing for Success is not going to watch. Why are you not going to watch? And then the mic adapter and wireless mic. I need to get this adapter because I'd love to use my Rode with it. But yeah, here's the telemetry that I was talking about with the Insta360. It's got elevation, grade, Like, look at all this. It's got the direction that it's pointing, so it's got compass. And then here's like a little road map of what's going on. All right, fishing. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good night. So this is the aerial mod that is shipping as we speak, and I'm so excited about it. Right here, they have it on a DJI Osmo. They have it on a DJI Osmo Mavic Pro 2. With the Mavic Pro 2, it doesn't let you use the GPS on the drone. It covers the GPS up, so the drone will not function the way that it's supposed to. Whereas the DJI Mavic Pro, which is what I rebought because of this camera, it will work with the GPS. So I'm really excited about that. Excuse me. Here's some accessories that come with it. You've got a rugged lens protector. You've got a dive case for the 4K mod. So if you want to go really, really deep. There's the 3D mount, which I am so excited about. It's coming soon. But you can do 3D with any mod that you have. So I'll be able to take the 1-inch mod. Oh wait. 3D mount uses 2 shooters of your choice to capture high-res stereoscopic video. So I might be able to use 2 1-inch editions. There aren't any 1-inch editions here, but I will have 2 360 cameras. I'll also have 1 360 camera that splits in 2. So I might have everything I need now. So we'll see. And then there's a battery booster. And since the pandemic has happened in China, they're a couple months off of what they promised back in January. So yeah, here's all the stuff. So that was the twin edition. So that's 2 of the 3 cameras that I have right now. So now let's look at this one. This is the 1-inch edition, which is what I got this week. I didn't get the entire edition because I already have the brain and I have the battery. But this is the mod that I got. So it'll shoot 5.3K at 30 frames per second, 4K 60 frames per second. But keep in mind, it's a 1-inch sensor. Fishing for success, why does your bung burn? I was doing sit-ups on the concrete and now it burns. Oh, that stinks. Mine was burning for a different reason yesterday because we got some Nashville hot chicken. So this 1-inch edition obviously has a 1-inch sensor. That's why it's called the 1-inch edition. Flow state stabilization, waterproof 5 meters. So we figured that out. Voice control, reversible touchscreen, adaptive design, hyperlapse, HDR photo, and night shot. I'm looking forward to taking an HDR photo with the 1-inch edition. So here is the 1-inch sensor, and nowadays have this small sensor. The GoPros have it like the Mavic Pro, I think the Mavic Air 2 has a little bit bigger sensor, but it's not close to a 1-inch sensor. I think it's a 1/2-inch sensor, which might be about here. But Insta360 joined forces with Leica to level up the action cam. A premium 1-inch sensor, legendary Leica optical design, and stunning dynamic range. All in a rugged, compact body, on-the-go capture has never looked this good. Oh, Fishing for Success, your church was giving away 40,000 pounds of chicken. Everybody gets 40,000 pounds? Uh-oh, I'm out of Coke. I'm just kidding. That's awesome, though. I love that people are helping each other out. I know so the pandemic has happened, and a lot of people have lost their jobs, been laid off, or they're in furlough. And, the grocery stores and everything, I don't know, just people can't go out and get food much. And then there was a horrible storm yesterday or the day before, and it cut Nashville's power off for like 25 hours. So there are a lot of people that didn't have power for 25 hours in Nashville. And I've got friends on YouTube or friends on Facebook that I grew up with saying that they, all the food in their fridge is ruined, and it's hard to buy food now anyway with everything that's going on. So, but that's awesome, Fishing for Success, that you could get some chicken. I love chicken. Chicken's my second favorite meat. So here's kind of the difference. It's kind of hard to tell on this website, but look at it. Look at this backpack, and then look at her hair. Look at the detail on her dress. So what you really want, like, overall, it doesn't look like there's much difference. When you start looking at the details of the video, that's when you really see the power of a 1-inch sensor. Look at so as this is looping through, just keep watching it. I want you to look at her dress. Look at the mountains. Look at how detailed that is. Look at the grass. Look at that balloon. So what you really want to look at is like textures. It'll really bring out textures in your video. And it says here the 1-inch edition is ready for ultra high res 5.3K capture, day or night. Bring your shots to life with vivid detail that holds up in shadows, highlights, and everything in between. So it's one thing to just take kind of a nice little video, but your eyes are better than a lot of the video that these cameras produce. 1-inch sensor just gives it so much more clarity, more details. So I think that's awesome. That FPV video, that drone video, I don't know. Like, that had to be done with a drone if it was using the 1-inch edition. So Fishing for Success says, I think they're making those videos more dramatic than what the image actually looks like in real life. Most marketing companies do that. Okay, so I agree with you. I've been in marketing before, and I know I've spent time making things look as good as it can. And they're not going to put a video, like you said, on their website that is subpar. But I will say that I actually used the 1-inch edition today, and I was very impressed with the details. And we can even... No, we can't. Well, we can look at a render that I did. Crank up the color. There's the same color plus. Own the night. So with After Dark, turn the night shot on to capture photos that stay natural, clear, and vibrant. 1-inch edition uses a premium sensor and a range of software optimizations to capture low light shots that are stunningly detailed and balanced. Something else a 1-inch sensor is very good for is taking video in low light. So there's HDR photo, waterproof. There it is. It does all the same things. Oh, good. So the 3D mount for the 1-inch sensor is coming out. I can't imagine rendering that video file. But I've been wanting to get I'm interested to see if the 1-inch mount will actually do VR 180. It might not, but I'll be really impressed if it does. So yeah, that's everything that comes in the box of that one. So I have all those pieces. I just don't have the box that says 1-inch edition. All right, so let's look at, let's see, where is this going to come up? Whoa, Fishing for Success. Thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't super chat anything, but thank you so much. All right, this might kill my live stream if I put this video up. Okay. Now this is not anything that's good to look at. This is yours truly. But, and this might be a preview. Man, my hair was flapping everywhere. All right, maybe I don't want to do this. We're not going to do that. I am not prepared for that, pausing that video in weird spots. So, it's 7:30. We've talked a little bit about it. Let's switch over to the chat. Come on. There you go. I love that you chatted, that you super chatted $2 because it matches my color scheme. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So, do you guys want to see the 1-inch? Oh, it's going to be out of focus. I got to put it here. So, this is the 1-inch edition. As you can see, let's see if I can get this right. It sticks out on both sides. So it is definitely wider than the brain from both ends. The thing that I don't like about it, and I'll put it over here, is that you have to unscrew this lens cover to take it out of the thing, take it out of its case. So if you unscrew it, and then pop this out. It's hard to do with on video. So pop this out, take it out of the case. So this is the 1-inch edition without the lens cover. I don't think the lens cover does anything to make the video better. It looks like it's really just a piece of glass. Hold for it. Okay. Nope. Okay, so this mod right here is $2.99 by itself. But I'll show you. You can snap this off. Oh, I just dropped it. So you snap the battery off, and then these just come apart like this. This is the brain that kind of does everything. So it has, it has the touch screen. It has two connectors right there. It has the record button and the power button. So the camera won't function without this piece. And this is the 1-inch edition. It's only got one connector because it only has one lens. Okay. And it's got battery connections here, and it's got battery connections here. So you've got the touchscreen on one side of the brain, and then you have nothing on the other side of the brain. But what that lets you do is, if you want the lens to what did I do? Yep, I did that backwards. So if you want the lens to face forward, you snap it together like that, and then you have the touchscreen on the back. Or what you can do is you can flip it, and now the touchscreen is on the front with the lens. I lost the battery. I gotta fish it. I gotta fish for success to get my lens. I appreciate that. Wishing I had more viewers. If you guys want to, you could share my videos, any videos that have helped you out. I'm shareable. And I'm safe for kids, but I put on there that my video content's not made for kids, because I kind of don't think it is, because I'm in my 40s. But I do have my kids watch my videos, so everything that I do is very PG. So check it out. So now I have the 1-inch edition with the touchscreen on the front. There's only one way to hook the battery on, because you've got this connector right here. So you have to have the battery in a certain position, which also means you can't have, the brain will not work without the battery. Okay, so I've got that on, and then screw this lens back on. And this is really just a glass lens cover. And there you guys are. So let's see if you can get in focus. Cover up my face. There it is, guys. I need to cut my fingernails. But that's you right there. There you are. You're on that cam corner above my screen monitor, so I can pull it out, and that's it. I love it. So that's it with the 1-inch edition. So now let's take it apart. So we took the battery off, pulling the 1-inch edition off. And this is the 4K edition. So this basically turns it into a GoPro. So I'm going to put it together in the same configuration that we had it before, so you guys can look at it yourselves. Oop. So that's it with the 1-inch edition. That's it with the 4K edition. So this is pretty much a GoPro camera now. So there you go. It's pretty cool. Next, we can take this thing apart again. And in here, we have the 360 camera. There it is. And since it's stabilized, you can have it like this or like this. It knows where the horizon is, so you can put it any way, which way you want. So I love the versatility of this setup. Something that I think is better than the GoPro is you don't have to take the camera apart to swap out the battery. So you don't have to open up the door and put a different battery on. I love having the option of a 1-inch camera. Real quick. I think this would make a great vlogging setup, but I've noticed that it doesn't focus like really close to you, like it has to be farther back to actually focus. So it might have the same focus issues as the DJI Osmo Action did, where it can't be extremely close. Which is fine because you can crop the video so honkin' big that you can get up close. All right, so now what do I want to do? And let's see if the Insta360 Studio will come up without me destroying my stream. So let's try it. All right. So switch to that. All right. So I'm going to pull the SD card out of this, and I want to show you what you're able to do with your files. Because it's kind of weird that there's a it's an INSV file as opposed to an MOV or a MP4. But I'll show you why in a second. Gotta love live video, guys. All right. All right, so I'll show you kind of what the files look like. So you've got these LRVs. So that's left-right video. And this is just video. So left-right video is the 360 videos, and then vid is just regular flat video. And you'll notice there's nothing that tells me whether or not these are the 5.3K from the 1-inch edition or just the regular. You know, it says this is 5/5/2020. So these are videos that I took today. But let's see what we got. I know the first video that I took today, I know that actually we can bring in a couple of them. I hope this doesn't kill my computer. Well, let's just bring this one in. Let's do one at a time. So I'm going to pause this because it's probably going to just kill my video card. But as you can see, let's do it full screen. The detail of this video is amazing. Yeah, fishing for success. You can tell by the, well, yeah, you can. It actually will record 5.7K or 5.3K files are actually smaller than the 4K files because I can record 4K 60 frames per second. So that's twice the frames of 4K, and 5.7K or 5.3K is not a lot bigger. Even though I did, for the test that I did today, I brought my 4K down to 30 frames per second. So yeah, in that case, you can definitely tell the difference in the file size. But if I was just doing straight out, like pushing the camera to put out as high as it can, the 4K 60 frames per second files are actually bigger than the 5.3K at 30 frames per second, because there's half as many frames of the 5.3K. I hope that math makes sense. But yeah, that's a great idea. But I really wish they would have named the file specific to the lens you were using. And I can always right click on the file and look at the info and see what it is. But from here I can take a snapshot. But I clicked on free capture and I get a warning up here that says photos, bullet time videos, stereo videos, and non 360 degree videos do not support free capture. Okay, so there's no free capture on regular videos. Uh-oh, there we go. All right, so yeah, I lost the rest of the studio. So let's do this. Not sure what happened to the rest of the studio. All right, here we go. We got to bring it all back. I've never done that. I've always just been kind of working with the file. All right, and then stitching panel. So this is the file that you record. You record like the biggest angle, the widest angle, and then you can, in the Insta360 Studio, you can pull different types of video out of that kind of raw video that you took. Okay, so there's ultra wide. This is wide. This is linear, and this is narrow. In the teaser that I sent you today, it was way wide, and you can see my belly, and you can see, there's a lot of stuff in the shot that I didn't want in the actual finished video. But this is the narrow version. But if I go to ultra wide and I take a picture, let's see what it does. Sure, fishing for success, we can do that. It might be in next week's video, but I'm really surprised the GoPro 9 is coming out, since the GoPro 8 is just barely out. Let's do this on my desktop. Alright. The reason I took a picture of this, guys, because I want you guys to see the detail of this image. It's too big for my monitor. It's so nice. So I can do this. Now you guys are only looking in 720, but guys, the detail on like the grass. I don't know if you guys can see how detailed the grass is. And then over here. So we're going to get out of this mode and I'm going to zoom in. Okay. Okay, that's not as good. Look at that, guys. That's pretty good. The detail, you can still see leaves on these trees back here. You can see blades of grass on this, whatever kind of monkey grass this is. You've got detail in this rock. You can see the petals on the flowers. You can see the wind just kind of blowing these trees. So that's pretty awesome, I think. Which is usually not as good as a picture, because your camera is trying to get 30 pictures every second. When you're recording video at 30 frames per second, it's taking 30 pictures every second. Whereas if you just took one picture and used all the processing power of that camera to take one picture. So I might go out and take some pictures with this camera and see what it can do, because I'm very impressed with the video. Look at the detail in the clouds. It's just cool. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys the linear. And if you look at this linear, this is about as far as I zoomed in, and it still looked amazing. Excuse me. And from here you can up the play rate. Man, I got gas now, burping up. You can use stabilization. I didn't really need stabilization today because everything that I did was was on a tripod. But I did do. Let's see if I can pull up one that I did from a car. And we'll try to. Pretty sure this is. Wait, no, this one. All right. I'm going to turn the audio off because it's bad. But this is it attached to my car, and I don't know if you guys can see how good a quality that is, but it's really good quality. And I'll move it to about here. Maybe about here. Yeah, that's a good shot. And we'll try to play this without it killing my computer. And just so you guys know, in this video, it starts at ultra wide, but I can go all the way to narrow and almost take my car out. So, but if I made this an ultra wide, then I could just move the crop to about here if I was rendering in 4K. But this is the stabilization. It's going to be jerky because my computer's trying to do so much right now. But stabilization is rock solid. If you look at my roll bar right here, you can see that it's kind of, my car is wobbling kind of weird. It's not my car, but it's actually the stable. It's holding this horizon right here. So I'm going to close this because yeah, we're getting towards the end. Fishing for Success has something to say. So say it. while we wait for him for Fishing for Success to say something, Fishing for Success is changing the name of his channel, so that might be what he wants to talk about. He also mentioned the GoPro 9. We can look for that real quick. Oops. I hate it when menus pop up and I accidentally click on them. Yeah, it's kind of weird showing video quality over a live stream because the live stream is like really low bit rate, and it's you know, I'm going from a 4K camera that's pushing out HD into a Roland video switcher that's then getting to you guys, and some of you guys are watching in 1080 and some of you guys are watching 720. So by the time you take a 5.3K video and push it out to 720, no matter what you see is going to be crap. I try to like zoom in and show you guys by zooming in and stuff like that, but really it's kind of funny. I do have a video coming up, just so you guys know. Get my presentation ready. What's up, Bob Casey? So this is a bag that I found on Amazon from Cam Kicks. And I think this is perfect for the Insta360 One R. It's one of those bags that when you detach it, everything rolls out. So it has all these little compartments to put things, but then it has this area that allows you to put like little dividers. So the 360 mod and the 1R 4K mod is in there, and then this one fits here with the case. I also fit my GoPro Hero 8 and my DJI Osmo Action all in this bag, and then it rolls up really nice. So I'll be doing a video of that bag coming soon and where you can get it. So I'm not getting all your chat, so I'm gonna look it up real quick, Bob. Or Fishing for Success, I mean. Somebody keeps asking me to be friends on YouTube, and I don't know what that means. But pause that so I can get the actual chat. Oh, there we go. I lost the chat. All right. Fishing for Success. I will go watch that video after the live stream, but I'm not going to watch anything live if I don't know what it is. So I will definitely watch Tuesday night, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. If we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, you'd all probably be out drinking cervezas or something. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful night. I thought this was a great live stream. Had a lot of cool people show up. But yeah, have a wonderful night, guys. And yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm looking at Fishing for Success's face on his video right now, so I'm kind of anxious to see what that video is about. But yeah, have a wonderful night, guys. All right, see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.